everybody, welcome to Studio 64. My name's David. I've been searching the interzones for some more science, space and tech news to share with you. And I came across this over at dagans.com in Australia. Mars rover finds elemental sulfur puzzling scientists. This should be interesting. When NASA's Curiosity rolled its 899 kilogram or 1,982 pound body over an unremarkable rock, it accidentally cracked it open. I think that would have been inevitable. I think if you weigh 900 kilograms or nearly 200 or nearly 2,000 pounds. Funny how that works. Yes. Trapped inside the stone, the rover discovered something surprising: yellow crystals of elemental sulfur, also known as brimstone. Now, this marks the first time sulfur has been found on Mars in its pure elemental form, making the discovery particularly exciting. Yes, apparently it's a significant find. This should be really interesting. Again, not a scientist myself, but if there are any astrogeologists out there or geologists that could, fill in some of the gaps here for us, that would be wonderful. Please feel free to comment down below the video. It'd be fantastic. Significance of the find. Now, while sulfates, which are salts formed when sulfur compounds mix with other minerals in water, are relatively common on Mars, finding pure sulfur is something new. Now, this discovery occurred in the Gediz Vallis Channel, an area littered with similar-looking rocks. This suggests that pure sulfur might be more common in certain parts of Mars than previously thought. Now, finding a field of stones made of pure sulfur is like finding an oasis in a desert, says Ashwin Vasavada, Curiosity Project scientist at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory. It shouldn't be there, so now we have to explain it. Discovering strange and unexpected things is what makes planetary exploration so exciting. Yeah, I absolutely love it. Ever since I was a kid, I was a nerd before the word nerd had even been created. I just love this stuff. And as usual, I'll leave the link to the main article below the video so you can pop in, check out some of these embedded links, go for a bit of a deeper dive if you want. Yeah, and there's a photo of the crushed rock showing the yellow of the sulfur. Yes, very interesting. Or brimstone, as it's often known. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Now, why this matters. Sulfate minerals can tell us a lot about Mars, such as its water history and how it has weathered over time. Now, pure sulfur only forms under specific conditions, which are not known to have occurred in the region where Curiosity made its discovery. This suggests there might be unknown geological processes at play on Mars. Here's a little video. It'll give us a bit more background on this discovery, and let's watch it together, and then we'll carry on the conversation when we come out the other side.
Right now, NASA's Curiosity rover is still rolling around the Martian surface, providing invaluable data about the red planet. And recently, it accidentally broke open a rock while rolling over it, revealing a wild surprise. No, it wasn't the fossilized remains of an alien creature, unfortunately, but it was this: crystals of elemental sulfur. That might not seem like a big discovery considering sulfates have been found on Mars before. However, experts say they have never seen sulfur in its purest form like this. NASA Jet Propulsion Lab scientist Ashwin Vasavada said about it, "Finding a field of stones made of pure sulfur is like finding an oasis in the desert," adding that it shouldn't be there. So now we have to explain it. So what could this tell us? Well, crystals like this form when sulfates mix with water, which eventually evaporates. This leaves behind pure sulfur, but it can tell us more about the water history on Mars, something of extreme interest to planetologists. The rock that contained it broke as Curiosity rolled over it. Not surprising considering the rover weighs some 1,982 pounds.
Well, that was very interesting, wasn't it? Yeah, just got a little bit more background on it, but it's quite fascinating, as I say. Anything to do with this sort of planetary geology, particularly on Mars, is always something good to learn about. Sulfur is an essential element for all life, usually taken up in the form of sulfates and used to make essential amino acids needed for proteins. Now, while we've known about sulfates on Mars, this discovery of pure sulfur opens up new questions and possibilities about the planet's geological history and potential habitability. Yeah, next steps. Curiosity is now continuing its journey deeper into the Geddes Vallis Channel, an ancient waterway with rocks that bear the imprint of a river that flowed billions of years ago. That sort of makes you think, what would the difference be between water on Mars and water on Earth? I doubt if it would be exactly the same, makeup. It's obviously H2O, but I mean, some of the different minerals that would be there, would it be exactly the same as Earth? That always really interests me. Anybody knows more about it, please pop a comment down below. Yeah, now the rover has drilled a hole in one of the rocks to take a powdered sample of its interior for chemical analysis. Scientists hope to find more surprises as Curiosity continues its exploration. Absolutely incredible. And as I say, I really love this sort of stuff, and I love just sharing all this news with people, because to me that's an incredible find. Now, if we can find sulfur like that on Mars, what else can we find? Absolutely fascinating. I'm still convinced that there are Martians out there hiding. They're out, having a wonderful day on Mars, and they turn around and go, "Oh God!" The app on their phone tells them that here comes another human rover coming over the hill. Oh God damn it! Got to pack it up, and we got to move on. Yes, we don't want the humans discovering us yet. It's quite fascinating, isn't it? Yeah, and mostly entertaining. Yeah. All right, well, my name is David. Thanks for joining me for another Studio 64 Science, Space and Tech News update. I shall see you in the next one. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. If you're up for it, drop a comment down below the video, because I'd love to hear what you think. All right, take care, and as I always say, if you can't be good at it. And as I also always say,
I'll be back.